You have seen this motorcycle in photos shared across our community hundreds of times. Parked at a checkpoint in Antwerp, leading a convoy through Brussels, standing in Battenburg livery under Belgian rain. But a photograph cannot tell you why Belgium chose this machine over every competitor on the market. The Honda ST1300P was tested, the Yamaha FJR 1300P was tested. Both were capable platforms. Both were rejected, not on price, not on politics, on a specific set of operational demands so unforgiving that only one motorcycle could meet every single one. This is the BMW R 1250 RT, Belgian Police Edition. And this is the full story that photos have never been able to tell. Boxer engine architecture is where this explanation begins. Two cylinders laid flat, horizontally opposed. The center of gravity lower than any inline for a V-twin at equivalent displacement. This was an engineering decision, not an aesthetic one. Balance at walking speed, confidence at highway speed. For a police motorcycle, this might be the most important design decision in the entire platform. But to understand what it truly enables, you need to see what this engine carries and what officers actually demand of it under load. That comes later. For now, know this: in a competitive tender where multiple proven motorcycles were evaluated and rejected, the Boxer's low center of gravity created a level of trust no other architecture could match. Trust separates the machine that gets selected from the machines that get sent back. The R1200 RT arrived in 2005 and set the touring benchmark. Telelever suspension, reduced brake dive, paralever improved rear traction, shaft drive, eliminated chain maintenance entirely, cutting fleet servicing costs and increasing operational availability. Police forces across Europe notice it. But the specifications alone did not win law enforcement contracts. Endurance under repetition did. The ability to run day after day, shift after shift without performance degradation. Fleet managers do not care about peak dyno numbers. They care about whether a machine works identically on day 1000 as it did on day one. The R1200 RT proved that it could. Then in 2018, ShiftCam changed the formula. Variable valve timing on a Boxer twin, 1,254 cubic centimeters, 136 horsepower, 143 Newton meters of torque. The engine could now adapt its character, depending on demand. Smooth and efficient during routine patrol, immediate and decisive under acceleration. By 2020, the platform gained cornering ABS Pro with real-time lean angle sensitivity, dynamic traction control, a 10.25-inch TFT display, and 4 configurable riding modes. The R1250 RT became more than a touring motorcycle. It became an operational command platform. Now, the engineering was proven in controlled conditions, but a press launch is not a 12-hour shift in November rain on medieval streets. The real test was Belgium. Belgium tested this machine in ways no factory evaluation ever could. In medieval city centers, cobblestones become a genuine low-grip braking hazard the moment it rains. Antwerp is one of Europe's busiest ports, processing over 230 million tons of cargo annually, generating constant heavy vehicle traffic that officers must navigate daily. Highways carry cross-border traffic at speed. Brussels is the administrative capital of the European Union and home to NATO headquarters. Diplomatic escorts here are daily operations embedded into the shift calendar. When the Belgian Federal Police issued their public tender, the requirements were exacting. BMW won on demonstrated capability against every line item. R1200 RT units were delivered first. The R1250 RT followed. One platform, unified training, unified logistics across both federal and local police zones. Antwerp became the proving ground. In 2021, new R1250 RT units arrived, among the first operational deployments of this model anywhere in Europe. Then in 2023, something happened that many in our community may have scrolled past in the photo feed. Antwerp renewed its entire fleet with the R1250 RT, not a partial order, not a trial batch, the entire fleet. That level of institutional commitment from a major European police force tells you more about this machine than any magazine review. We are building something in this community, real depth on real machines for people who actually understand police motorcycles. If that is what you want to see more of, subscribe now. There's a lot more coming. What comes next is what that institutional commitment actually looks like when the blue lights go on, and failure is not an option. During European Union Council summits in Brussels, Belgian police motorcycle units escort heads of state from 27 member nations through some of the most politically sensitive corridors on the continent. These escorts are tense, precise operations, and they require exact speed matching instant acceleration capability and absolute mechanical reliability. A motorcycle failure during a diplomatic escort is not an inconvenience, it is a security incident. The R1250 RT runs these operations summit after summit without question. Hours of sustained riding at variable speeds, roads lined with thousands of spectators pressing against barriers, officers riding ahead of the peloton, managing intersections, maintaining rolling road closures that span entire provinces. Belgian motorcycle officers provide route security for major cycling events, including stages of the Tour de France passing through Belgium. These are marathon operations. The R1250 RT's fuel efficiency under 5 liters per 100 kilometers, and its fatigue-reducing fairing make them possible without constant crew rotation. After the coordinated bombings at Brussels Airport and Maalbeek Metro Station in March 2016, Belgium's security posture transformed. Police motorcycle units took on expanded rapid response and high-visibility patrol roles across Brussels and other major cities. The R1250 RT's combination of immediate acceleration, physical presence, and integrated encrypted communication systems made it a natural fit for these heightened operations. Officers could be redeployed from routine traffic duty to emergency security response within minutes. Same machine, same shift. The Battenburg livery itself is a measurable safety system. Fluorescent yellow and blue reflective patterns increase driver recognition distance by critical seconds. At highway speed, 3 seconds of earlier recognition translates to over 100 meters of additional reaction space. That margin is measured in lives. Now strip away that livery, remove the lights and the authority they project. What remains underneath is where this motorcycle earns its place. And for a community that has studied these machines from every angle through photographs, this is where the picture gets complete. The ShiftCam Boxer uses 2 cam profiles machined onto a single camshaft. One profile is for partial load for efficiency, the other is for full load for power. The transition happens in milliseconds. The rider feels the result, not the mechanism. For an officer, that means instant throttle response in 4th gear at city speed, no downshift, no delay. The engine manages itself based on demand. This is where the Boxer layout pays off in ways no spec sheet captures. A full police configuration adds approximately 60 kilograms of equipment. A radio box module houses their encrypted communication transceivers. GPS tracking LED, emergency lighting arrays covering 360 degrees, crash bars, and reinforced panniers. On most motorcycles, that payload would transform the handling dramatically. On the RT, the horizontally opposed Boxer engine sits so low it counterbalances the high-mounted police equipment. Center of gravity stays manageable. Handling stays predictable. This is exactly why the Boxer layout was chosen. It is the reason an officer can execute a full lock U-turn in a narrow street with full equipment and not fight the motorcycle for balance. On competing platforms with higher centers of gravity, that maneuver requires active compensation. On the RT, it is instinct. Telelever suspension eliminates front-end dive under hard braking. When an officer brakes from speed on wet cobblestones and a vehicle stops unexpectedly ahead, the front geometry holds steady. Steering input stays linear and predictable. Cornering ABS Pro reads the motorcycle's lean angle in real time through an inertial measurement unit. If braking is needed mid-corner, the system adjusts intervention thresholds based on available grip at that specific lean angle. Forget standard ABS. This system operates on a fundamentally different level of braking intelligence. Think about that for a moment. Mid-corner, wet surface, emergency braking on a fully loaded police motorcycle. Most riders would consider that a crash scenario. The RT electronics turn it into a controlled stop. The fairing and electrically adjustable windscreen reduce wind buffeting. That research has directly linked to cognitive fatigue on shifts exceeding 4 hours. Belgian officers routinely ride 8 to 12 hours. The fairing keeps them cognitively sharp at hour 11. It is an operational effectiveness system disguised as bodywork. Heated grips and a heated seat are fatigue management tools, plain and simple. They keep hands responsive and core temperature stable when the ambient temperature drops toward freezing. Crash bars protect the exposed cylinders during low-speed contact. In tight urban environments, over thousands of duty hours, it happens. The motorcycle absorbs it. The officer remounts. The shift continues without downtime. So what happens when conditions change mid-shift? There are 4 riding modes. Range softens throttle response and increases traction sensitivity. Road provides a balanced response. Dynamic sharpens everything. Dynamic Pro allows individual parameter configuration. An officer transitioning from wet urban patrol to dry highway enforcement adapts the motorcycle's electronic character in seconds. We have covered what the motorcycle does. Now consider what it does to the person sitting on it for 12 hours. Every ergonomic decision supports endurance. Upright spine, wide bars, natural wrist angle. The difference between finishing a 12-hour shift alert and finishing it compromised is partly determined by how the motorcycle positions the rider's body. BMW developed the RT ergonomics with direct input from police agencies because a duty rider's needs are fundamentally different from a weekend rider's. This machine does not shout, it performs. And if every system we have just walked through could be reduced to a single moment, it would look like this: a wet evening in Brussels. November temperature dropping toward freezing, blue lights cutting through rain, reflecting off centuries-old stone outside the European Parliament. A single R1250 RT leading a diplomatic convoy through narrow streets. The officer's visor catching the glow of streetlights, heated grips keeping hands ready. Boxer engine at low idle, barely audible above the rain. Cornering ABS, monitoring surface grip in real time. Silent authority, total control. Thousands of engineering hours reduced to one calm officer guiding a convoy through the dark. That is what no photograph has ever given you. From Germany's engineering halls to Belgium's operational streets, the BMW R1250 RT represents evolution built on proven foundations. Precision over excess, preparedness over spectacle. A motorcycle built not to impress, but to serve. On the streets of Belgium every single day. If you have seen the Belgian police RT in person, ridden alongside it, or worn the uniform behind those handlebars, drop your story in the comments. This community was built on shared photographs. Now we are telling the complete story. Your experience is part of it.